I used to go to Ecuador all the time, and it was the strangest thing to see people watching or learning how to speak English with a British accent. Just very strange. Okay, speak your question, ask your question, and you shall receive perhaps an answer that makes sense. Anthony Lucente has arrived at the room. Okay, waiting on the question from Brazil. Can the police stop your car if you don't do anything wrong? In the United States, they have what's called probable cause. The police or any law enforcement has to have some reason that they think you've committed a crime before they can stop you. Now, there are some occasions where they can pretty much make up a pretty good reason to stop you. They can, for example, say, well, we're looking for a guy that is your height, has your color hair, and was reported being in this area, so that's why we're stopping you. And then they can search you or or whatever they want to do to question you, because they then say they have a reason to stop you. So you would think that you got to be doing something wrong to get questioned or stopped, but in reality, the police or law enforcement can stop you pretty much if whatever they want to. And if you're an attractive looking girl, you'll get stopped a lot, and then they'll make up some reason why they stopped you. Why did you get? Well, if you go to if they give you if they arrest you or give you a ticket, they will have to explain why they stopped you, but they'll come up with a good reason. Believe me, they'll come up with a very good reason. Now, if you're lucky, the judge might say, well, I don't believe you, Mr. Policeman. I don't believe that you stopped this guy because whatever. Well, once again, they will typically stop your car. They'll say, it looked like you had a bad tire, so we stopped you to inspect your tire, or one of your lights wasn't working, or you didn't stop at that stop sign. They have a million things they can say to stop you. So, if they stopped you for one thing and found something else that was in plain view, you're out of luck. Yep, he can say he's looking for a guy that looks like you. That's a reason. Now, you could, if you had time and money, you could investigate that. You could, get all the records to see if there actually was a bulletin that they were to look for somebody that looks like you, and then you might very well find that there was no such bulletin, and then you got a pretty good case. But you'd have to spend a lot of time and money to investigate that. Yeah, it's fairly easy for police to get you. And with this new paranoia about national security, there's a lot of stuff going on that is totally absurd. I mean, just out of this, you would never, 10 years ago, you would never think it would be possible for people to stop you or question you or even arrest you for no reason. Just look at Guantanamo. Most everybody there, they don't really have anything. They just, suspect that these guys are bad guys, so we're going to put you in a hole here and just keep you there. And you're not entitled to a lawyer. And they tell them, if we take you to a trial, you're not allowed to see the evidence against you, and you're not even allowed to know what we're charging you with because it's a secret. So a lot of that stuff is coming in your neighborhood any day. In fact, the FBI now is going to get, I think it's $1 billion. $1 billion the FBI is getting because they're going to start doing biological stuff on you. Like they want to get palm prints from people and their iris thing, the computer iris deal, your eye color and stuff. And they want to get all this biological material on people. And so they just recently got $1 million to start doing that. So at some point we'll all be expected to give the government samples of all of our biological markers, so that on the off chance they want to find us, they'll be able to. Yep, that's the plan. You scare everybody so that everybody will just lay down and say, okay, we better do this, otherwise the terrorists are going to come and eat us. Yeah, I've not known much about that, but I would guess that's probably true in a lot of jurisdictions, that you're subject to having your DNA taken. Machizi from, I believe, Rio. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going to plant stuff on us, little radio devices, so wherever we go, they will know where to find you. Yep, the RFIDs. Walmart is now insisting that all of their vendors put those RFID tags on all their products. Of course, they're wanting to do it for inventory, so they can sell stuff cheaper and cut out the competition. So they're making it real tough on all their people who sell them products, that they want these tags on all the products, and there's some sort of a fine. They, if you don't have one of those tags on the carton or something, Walmart charges the company, $2 or something. So they're definitely trying to get everything with one of those little RFID tags. And next, I'm sure Walmart will start putting them on the people, so that they'll know where all of their employees are all the time. Grant, welcome back from this morning you're in. Yes, Walmart, your RFID king. Yeah, I would imagine that people will start wearing these tags. So as soon as you get in the vicinity of your job, the boss is going to know exactly where you are and what time you come and go. You say you got a lunch break, well, you took 3 minutes too long. Well, they would say it's illegal overtime. You're not entitled to it. Of course, they got in big trouble for that recently, not paying overtime to other people and paying the women less than the men, I think. Yes, the big companies, they find every angle. Well, and recently there's a thing during the big building boom, the contractors were hiring people as management. So you hire a carpenter and you say, okay, you're a manager, and you're going to have to work on Saturdays and Sundays because you're a manager, but we're not paying you overtime. So now all those contractors, or all the home building companies, are getting stuck because that's illegal. If somebody works overtime, they got to get paid overtime, and you can't just say your carpenter's a manager.